So what's up, guys? It's Extremely here, and I've actually just gone ahead and made myself a mapper tier list. And since I don't have really good screen recording, at the moment, I'm just gonna talk about the mappers I put in each tier. And before we start, I'm gonna say, there's an error saving the image. So base Bulgarian, I actually put in D tier, and Keymapping, I actually put in A tier. So you should just consider that. Anyway, so let's begin. Okay. So Portuguese mapping is an F tier because his videos are extremely poorly made. Like extremely poorly made. And he treats mapping like he is just so oblivious to the mapper community around him. And so obviously he wants to be in the mapping community because he just like, I don't know, man. I just don't like him. Hannibal mapping is an F tier because I just do not like his series at all. Like Duriel just comes out of nowhere, unopposed, with every single sci-fi technology. It just exists because he could do anything because it's his creation, and he can survive every single threat, including other original nations. Like I just do not like it. Smart banana. Okay, if I need to explain why smart banana is bad, yeah, the internet's not for you. The only reason why you wouldn't know is if you're not part of the mapping community, which you probably are, because why do you be watching this video? Canadian mapping. Canadian mapping's videos are just super poorly produced, and I feel like he has like 50 different series, and I can't remember one of them. Romanian would be in D tier, but if because I'm convinced he made the last few parts of his AFOW, sorry, as a joke. But like those videos are. I'll say that the plot in those last like 3 of his AFOWs rival Smart Banana, like plot wise. Like everything else, he's way superior, but plot wise, it rivals Smart Banana. And that is bad. So I'm convinced he made that as a joke. GGG is like Portuguese mapping, but 15 times worse. He literally just tries to copy off of neutronics so he can get popular. Like he copies his style and everything, and it takes like 2 seconds for him to make a video with poor quality, and he just tries to make it look like neutronics. All neutronics' subs will go to him, and I just do not respect that at all. Like, Wonder Waffle. Wonder Waffle's videos are just too edgy for me. That's it. Neutronics. I feel like some of his videos are good, but a lot of his videos are just bad. So, just not a big fan of him. Base Bulgarian. Okay. Base Bulgarian is, okay. Base Bulgarian is incredibly forgettable. I can tell a lot of effort goes into his videos, particularly his Blitzkrieg series, even though some things in Blitzkrieg don't make any sense. But AFOE Apocalypse is so goddamn forgettable. The only thing I remembered was like the Belarus story arc. And that is the main arc. That is like the main course. Like there's no like that's not one of the sides. That's like the thing you order. Like Korean mapping. I just find all of his videos incredibly boring and forgettable. Moldova. I feel like he's an okay mapper. That's why he's in C tier. Look that shit. Look that is incredibly good at animation, and a lot of effort goes into his videos. He puts way too much effort in his videos, and his Country Town videos are like genuinely funny. A lot of people don't like him, but I think they're pretty funny. And his plot though and his mapping videos, admittedly, could use some work. But his art style is unique. And his maps probably look the best out of any mappers. So yeah, Japanese mapping, in my opinion, is a little bit overrated. Okay, I love how I say Japanese mapping is overrated, but I don't say anything about phaseb being overrated. But His videos are good, but up until like the most recent episode, I wasn't really like too invested in his series. So yeah. His art style is good. Every mapper copies it, or at least is inspired by it. Even me, somewhat. Um, oh yeah, I forgot to mention I'm in D tier, because I just not a good mapper. I might explain more. I'll explain more later. Void Viper. Um, Void Viper, makes is second to none when coming up with concepts for videos. All of his concepts are just really unique, and his animation is really impressive. Like, I think his animation is also like second to only a few. Um, I think I think there's only one mapper that has better animation than him, and it's close. But the thing is, I don't remember any of his videos, even though he has like unique concepts like that. But a lot of effort goes into his videos, and I don't think any of his videos are bad. Plot-wise, just really forgettable. Alright, A tier. Okay, so cheesewaffles mapping is incredibly interesting. Like he has, you're surprised how interested it is. Like, he has so many concepts, and he's really good at making you actually interested in a story, even though it seems kind of generic. Like, but his Unearthed series is pretty original, and I like that. But honestly, I just really want to see what happens next. That's why he's an A tier. Bohavian. Bohavian is pretty decent plot wise. And his war slides, those are the best out of any mapper. Those are the best. Yeah, he's pretty creative in his story, so I like that. Okay, Kiev mapping. Kiev mapping's alternate future of Canada is the reason why he's in A tier. And I also like all of his non-mapping videos. He honestly might even be better off as a non-mapper, but he's pretty good at mapping, so I'm not gonna. At least his newer series. Right, S tier. Neo Catlin. Neo Catlin is literally literally the example of what a mapper should be. Like, he is my absolute favorite mapper. His sound's good, his plot's good, his characters in it. His art style is my favorite. He beats up Base Bulgarian, which, by the way, I forgot to mention. Base Bulgarian is probably my second favorite art style of any mapper. So that's why he's actually in D tier. And like Neo Katzen, man, he literally, so he starts out just doing whatever the hell he wants. His series starts out pretty dull, but he sharpens his pencil. Like, his series, like season 2, like late season 2 onwards, it is like the best thing ever. Like, and I love Neo Katzen as a original nation, because he is an overpowered dictator that takes over the world, but he builds up. He doesn't start out as an evil dictator that takes over the world, unlike Duriel. He actually builds power over time, and then becomes an evil dictator and takes over the world. And there's just twists and turns in every Neo Katzen episode, and his sound and his music in his videos, it's so fitting that look, if you don't know who Neo Katzen is, and you're you're in the mapping community, or even just into geography, you should probably go subscribe to him. Random mapping. Okay, random mapping, I only watch from time to time, but I remember all of his videos, and he's second only to Void Viper in coming up with concepts. And his animation, I think, is slightly better than Void Viper, but it's close. And overall, just good mapper. Like, I remember all of his videos, and I watch them from time to time. I think all of his videos are good plot-wise, character-wise, he's S tier. And yeah, that's my tier list. If you want to try it for yourself, I guess I'll link it. So, yeah. Peace out. Okay, the video's 10 minutes. Peace out.